I'm Monique Soltani. I'm a wine expert, a journalist, and I'm thirsty for life. This is Wino TV.
Don't let bulk fool you. This is high-end wine, okay?
Where culture...
I just don't want folks to get caught up that there's one wine to solve all their problems. Be diverse, try different things.
And agriculture. People at home, they're watching, they're going, oh my gosh, Cameron, you had this idea and then you made it like super successful. What advice are you giving us? Or what is the secret? Come together. We're here in Hayes Valley at Christopher Elbow Chocolates. This is the time of year where pretty much everyone has a sweet tooth. I've got the one and only Cameron Hughes here with me. Hey, Cameron, nice to see you.
Awesome to see you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. This is such a fun time of year because this is the time of year where everyone's giving. They're coming up with really great Christmas or holiday gift ideas, and you guys have a whole bunch here, so you're doing all the work for the folks at home.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I think it makes sense for folks to have options that are already prepackaged and easy to plug and play because it's a stressful time, the holidays.
Absolutely, it's stressful. Talk about, first of all, your partnership with Christopher Elbow.
Well, look, we've been fans of Christopher Elbow. I actually have roots in the Midwest, and Christopher's from Kansas City and operates a fantastic company out of there. And we've always just been huge fans of the chocolate.
You guys are from the Midwest, and my husband is from Omaha, Nebraska, and I saw that Christopher went to the University of Nebraska, so I got to say, go Huskers. Go Big Red.
Go Huskers, go Big Red.
Having a rough year, I'm just going to say.
KU basketball. My cousins will appreciate that shout out.
Okay, good. So now that we've got all the college sports teams out of the way, talk about the chocolate pairing with Cameron Hughes 606.
I think this is more fun and whimsy than it is a beautiful artistic expression. We do sit down, we do taste through all of the chocolates, but I think at the end of the day, this is about handing people a fantastic gift. Whether they choose to pair it up with Cabernet and enjoy it together, they work wonderfully together, but we don't get too caught up in it. This is about fun. It's about delivering a fantastic gift for folks.
And one of the chocolates that Christopher made was sort of inspired by a wine country cheese tasting, if you will. It's the fig and honey. It's exclusive to Cameron Hughes.
Yeah, we're the only ones that have it. And, you know, oftentimes when you go to a restaurant or you're at a wine tasting, they serve up figs, honey, crackers, cheese, etc. And Christopher was inspired by that experience and developed the chocolate specifically for us. And we've got it here exclusively.
For people who aren't familiar with this wine specifically, and then with your wines in general.
Cameron Hughes Wine is a negociant company. So we do buy grapes, but the vast majority of what we do, we source wine from very high-end wineries. We buy it, we bottle it, and we ship it direct to consumer. We save folks a lot of money. Lot 606 comes from one of the most revered properties in Rutherford, in Napa Valley. It's an institution, been around a long time. And folks always make more wine, or oftentimes make more wine than they need, and there are always excess high-end component wines that we will buy, bottle, ship direct to consumer, and save you a lot of money.
You guys are the #1 online wine retailer. You have this. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, that's correct. #1 selling online wine brand. Yes,
okay.
We move a lot of product. We offer 50 to 60 different wines a year, so we're more like your highly curated corner wine shop, and we only sell direct online. That's the only place you can find Cameron Hughes wine these days. We used to sell a lot outside, but we've moved the company to be only online, and it just fits our business model better.
Huh, that's so interesting. And so people at home, they're watching, they're going, oh my gosh, Cameron, you had this idea and then you made it like super successful. What advice are you giving us, or what is the secret?
Well, I kind of stumbled into this. I never planned on being in the wine business. I grew up in it. But when I realized that I could actually buy wine from a winery, actually what I used to tell myself is, wine doesn't cost a lot to make, it costs a lot to sell. And that's what I figured out. And when I realized that I could buy wine for this price per gallon, put it in the bottle and have cost of goods of this and sell it for that, it just made sense. I could offer people fantastic value. And that's what I've always been about in the wine business myself, was giving people an amazing bang for the buck. And the whole lot program itself was designed around the in and out nature of the bulk wine business. We're always looking for needles in a haystack, little small high-end wines, but they're not there consistently. So you need a brand that can absorb different wines all the time. And that's what the lot program does for us.
So is it the idea that if you get one wine, it's not going to be the same wine twice? Is that?
Oftentimes that is the case, yes. So sometimes, like, we've got Moscato that comes from a specific supplier in Italy. It's much easier to do on the imports because the import guys are built to do that stuff. But here in the U.S., when you play the bulk market like we do, and don't let bulk fool you, this is high-end wine, okay? But when you play that market, you are given to the vagaries of that market. And some things, I get a particular Napa cab from some supplier year in, year out. But most of the program is when you see it or you like it, grab it then because it's going to be gone soon.
It's interesting. It sounds like you kind of made a big impact on the local wine industry, at least the California wine industry. What would you like to see in the future? Would you like to see the sort of business model change a little bit? Because a lot of times we think about Napa Cab or Napa wines or California wines, and they're relatively expensive.
I certainly would not like to see anything change from a production standpoint. I think people are naturally evolving to make the wines that they want to make. I think the biggest challenge for most wineries is that they have to sell through this 3-tier system, which has consolidated greatly and made it very challenging to get to the consumer. So as long as the direct-to-consumer channels and shipping lanes, so to speak, stay open, I think business will be robust for California, Oregon, Washington, all the other states that want to get involved in producing grapes, because you can make great wine in Arizona. In Texas, you can make great wine in the Midwest. You can make great wine in Virginia. It's an amazingly awesome time to be in the wine business.
Can you tell where my interest lies? I could talk to Cameron about this for another 45 minutes, but we're supposed to be talking about holiday pairings. And you guys have some other fun things. You're doing something with Sugarfina that's really neat.
My wife's a huge fan, quite frankly, and bubbly and Sugarfina, there's something about that just kind of hits on all cylinders for us, and that's why we did it. It's fun, it's whimsical, but what we've got, the pairing itself is absolutely fantastic. Makes a fantastic gift.
When you're at home and you're drinking the 606 around the holidays, what's your favorite pairing?
Boy, I honestly don't get too caught up in it. I drink what I want at the moment, and my palate varies all the time. What I feel like drinking is constantly changing with my mood, I guess. And so I'm pretty omnivorous.
Oh, I love it. Well, you've got your hands on all kinds of different options.
We do. Yeah. We've got a lot of different wines.
You have the luxury of having a lot of choices. Do you have a cheers or a toast? Anything you say around your house?
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.